tonight, a big cushion there. Y'all made 17 more free throws and shot at a much higher clip, something you're capable of doing. Just that aspect of the game, especially down the stretch, because they were stopping the clock and had to foul.
Yeah, they was trying to foul a little bit. We just tried, when we knew we was in the bonus, we just wanted to attack the rim and get fouled. We made free throws that won us the game.
TB, 10 blocks. The last I looked, you guys protecting the rim tonight. Talk about that part of the defense that helped maybe neutralize some of what they were doing inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're a physical team. So, we're just trying to match their physicality, and, the 10 blocks was big. It helped us win.
Yeah, Darius, obviously the career high 29 points for you. Just kind of, what was working for you? What were you doing that led to success?
Just attacking. I wasn't trying to force nothing. Meleek got it going for a little while too, so definitely wasn't trying to force nothing at that point. But just attacking and being smart when I got the ball.
And Trevon, you mentioned the physicality. You guys ended up out rebounding them, and Tennessee's obviously known for its rebounding. Just what were, I guess, the factors that kind of went into that? What were you guys doing that led to success?
I mean, if y'all watched the game last year at Tennessee, that was pretty much all the motivation we needed. We watched the film on that, and they killed us on the glass. So it was just we knew what it was going in. We knew it wasn't going to be the offense or none of that. Everything was going to take care of itself. But if we rebounded, we get the win. So.
And then, you guys went on a 5-minute field goal drought there in the second half, but your defense really kept you guys ahead. I guess just defensively, just what were the biggest keys for you in this game? And, yeah, just for either of you guys, whoever wants it.
We just try to get after people, no matter who it is, no matter what team. We pride ourselves on defense and being a good defensive team. So, we just trying to speed them up and, get into their legs. And, I think it helped us down the stretch.
Darius, they made a little pushback. I think it was a 2-point game, and you made that 3 to stretch it to 5. What did you kind of see pulling up there from the outside, and do you remember what your emotions were like making that 3 to kind of give you guys a little bit of a cushion there?
Yeah, I heard shot clock was going down, so I knew I had to do something. And he kind of bagged up a little bit, so I feel like I had the shot. And it was a lot of emotions, but still trying to stay in the game so we can win it. But yeah, it was a great feeling for sure.
The off the dribble threes, you've been doing them all year. Just how much work off season before your college career have you kind of put into that element of your game and just being a better kind of shooter off the dribble?
Yeah, I feel like I've always been great off the dribble. I feel like that's kind of was one of my strengths coming in, so I wanted to keep that. I worked on it a lot. I feel like one of my problems was catching shooting. So, yeah, off the dribble, definitely something I work on a lot, not just this summer, even before in high school. So.
Yeah, Darius, there's a stretch there where you come off and you're on the bench and the guys are still able to create a little bit more separation, and then you come back in and you obviously hit that big shot there at the end. How big was that for you guys to pull away a little bit while you were on the bench getting some rest?
Yeah, they were getting stops. They was getting a lot of stops. They were defending well. I knew that was going to happen, though. We pride ourselves, like he said, in defense, getting into people's legs. So I really feel like while I was on the bench, the defensive side and the offensive side, we were together. Meleek made a couple of big plays. So, yeah, it was a great stretch for sure.
And for either of you, 3 of the next 4 are away from Bud Walton. So how big is it for you guys to kind of get this first SEC win at home in this environment?
Yeah, we just try to take care of business at home. We know how much it means to these fans here. And, the crowd was great today. Definitely helped us get this win. So, anytime we can get a win in front of everybody like that, it's a good deal.
Yeah, Darius, just to follow up, when you were on the bench for a couple minutes, was there something bugging you? Was that cramping a little bit? Saw you hunched over for a second.
No, it wasn't really cramped, but my legs was getting a little tight, so I was just trying to stretch and make sure my legs stay, warm and stuff. But no, I was just tired a little bit.
Cal was talking about the conversations that he had with you and Meleek to get Meleek going. What were those conversations with you like? Anything about the start of SEC play? And, you've been on a hot stretch.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just staying in the gym. It's not really, coming in here not forcing nothing. We got a group of great guys. Anybody can go off any night. But, yeah, just staying. We just want to stay consistent, me and Meleek, of course. But, these guys, they're talented. We all talented. So anybody can have a night like that for sure.
Trevon, how important were those plays by Carter and Meleek late?
The Carter shot, that was like some That was some 2K Michael Jordan stuff. You know, the energy was good after that. You know, that definitely got us going. And then, you know, obviously, Meleek, you and Meleek Thomas. Yeah, you know, I mean, he's been great for us. He gets to the line, makes free throws. You know, he's blocked shots, blocking 4 shots tonight, helped us a lot. And, you know, we're going to need him to keep doing that. But, you know, he did a great job tonight.
Darius, there are times when you and Meleek Thomas just have a hot hand. You know, you might go on a run, he might go on a run. What's that like playing off each other when either one of y'all could just go get a bucket at will?
Yeah, that's what we pride ourselves in. We both, you know we can go get a bucket on anybody. But, you know, we know when to find each other when we both got a hot hand, like you said. But like I said earlier, any of us, that can be any of us any night. So, yeah, but no, it's great to see him, you know, doing that. He made a lot of big shots, kept us in the game for a little while. So it was great to see that.
And then y'all forced a 10-second violation and a 5-second violation. Just what changes the momentum in moments like that when y'all can just
That was
force
him.
those violations?
Well, I mean, we just, like I said, we pride ourselves on being a defensive team. And, you know, those are little things that add up at the end of the game, you know, that you might not see it when it happens. But, you know, just pressuring them, getting to our legs, like I said, you know, 10-second call and the 5-second call were big.
Darius, first SEC game, did it feel any different at all today?
No, definitely a faster pace, though, for sure. You know, got a little tired a little bit, but, you know, that's what we asked for. But, no, it was definitely a faster pace, I would say, in the SEC.
Tennessee's always had a physical team under Coach Barnes, just getting off screen, stuff like that. What was that like to go through in that game today?
Yeah, we knew that coming in. That was one of the keys. It's going to be a dogfight. We were prepared for it, and I feel like we did pretty well with it. We just kept doing what we do.
Darius, you recently talked about how much you've been working with Tyler Eulis and just, you know, preparing for, you know, games like this. Just how much has working with him helped you, and how do you feel like that got you prepared for a game like this?
Yeah, like I told you, I asked him a lot of questions because he's been through it, you know, for 2 years. He was at Kentucky for 2 years, so he's been through every big game there is, whether it's regular season, conference, or the March Madness. So I try to ask him about a lot of things. He knows the system. He knows how Cal is, and, you know, I ask him about everything for real.